Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are hearing once again move the goalposts. The species have recovered, but we're going to move the goalposts out of some other reason. I want everyone in this room to take a look at this picture behind me. Everyone in this room, take a look at this picture behind me. This is the slaughter that is going on in my home state of Wisconsin as well as many other states. And it is the reason why Representative Boebert and I have once again introduced the wolf delisting bill, the Pet and Livestock Protection Act. I see some people in the room have not looked at that picture yet. Take a look at it. That is what is happening all over the state of Wisconsin, and in particular in my district. So let's read this off from the Wisconsin Farm Bureau. Bayfield County, my child isn't safe at the bus stop. Wood County, I drive school bus. I've seen wolves in people's driveways. Price County, I have a lot of young stock, dairy cows. I went to the DNR, pictures of what happened. They told me I don't have enough evidence for a case. I sold my herd. We are wary of our Labrador taking it for a walk in Iron County. Portage County, numerous deer kills. Langlade County, afraid to walk my property with a dog. Langlade County, I've had to secure pets indoors, especially at night. Lincoln County, we had to put one horse to sleep as it was chased through a fence and severed its hoof. A year later, we had another horse spend 8 days in the vet clinic recuperating. Those are the stories of the carnage that is happening around America, including in my home state of Wisconsin. Mr. Dobson, have you heard of ranchers or farmers that have not even bothered filing wolf depredation claims?
Yes.
And why are they not filing those claims?
A lot of times, we spend a lot of time out in the forest and spending time with these investigators. And over the years, we have come to find out what will pass and what will not. And so we realize that these investigators have limited time and resources.
So you're not being compensated, is that correct for some?
Not on all of them.
Yeah, and are you being compensated for a loss of weight gain or a loss of production like with milk cows?
No, sir, and that's my largest complaint about everything is the direct cost is a fraction of what the indirect costs are.
Dr. Servine, the original recovery goal for wolves in Wisconsin was 100. That was 100 for Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that exists yet today. Now there are well over 1,000 wolves that are in Wisconsin alone. Add the Upper Peninsula in, I'm sure you're looking at 2,000 to 3,000 wolves that are in that area. Would you say wolves have recovered?
I'm not a wolf expert, sir. I can't give you the details on that. The numbers sound like there's a lot of wolves out there, but as I said, to achieve recovery, you have to have more than just a number of animals.
Should we allow mitigation of conflicts? You talked about that earlier. Should we allow mitigation of conflicts?
Mitigation by, what do you mean by mitigation, sir?
Removing wolves?
Yes, I think you need to manage wolves. They can't be totally protected.
So do you agree with the judges that have said you cannot dispatch a wolf unless it is threatening you as a human? You can't protect your pets. You can't protect your livestock. Do you agree with that rationale by some judges?
Well, I don't know the whole story there. If a wolf is threatening livestock or threatening people or threatening dogs, it would seem that that wolf needs to be removed. Who does the removal? I can't tell you that based on the law.
So you believe those wolves should be removed?
I think that wolves that are aggressive to people and pets and livestock should be removed, yes.
You said you don't trust the states. Why don't you trust my state of Wisconsin? The Pet and Livestock Protection Act, we want to return management to the states. Why don't you trust the state of Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources to manage their wolf population?
I have never said anything about the state of Wisconsin, sir. I don't know anything about the state of Wisconsin.
You alluded to you do not trust states when you were under questioning from the gentlewoman from Arizona. You said we can't always trust states because they get it wrong. Why don't you trust a state like Wisconsin?
I think the problem is not so much the state, it's the politicians in the state. Sometimes politicians go in directions that are not really proper for wildlife management. By and large, politicians do not make good wildlife managers. But I don't want to argue with you about these issues.
I'm going to conclude here. My time's up. So you want to have it both ways is what you want to have here, Dr. Servine. You're going to need to make a decision at some point. The slaughter continues here in America. The wolf has recovered. It is time to pass the Pet and Livestock Protection Act. Look behind me, Dr. Servine and others. 26 wildlife biologists in the upper Great Lakes states 10 years ago said it is time to delist the wolf, in particular to save the Endangered Species Act. I yield back.
So I'm not advocating to maintain listing for Wisconsin wolves. I want to make that clear. I don't know the situation in Wisconsin. A lot of those people on that board behind you are good friends of mine, and I trust them.